Alright guys, series number 2 of play number 2 of game number 3. He stayed in his trip set. If you guys remember the last play, he was in this exact same formation. He went no huddle here. Last play he went with that dive right up the middle, got about 13 yards. So I decided to make the change here. I go into my Overstorm Brave, staying in the nickel of course, and I bring my linebackers inside to get that nice twister effect, as you can see here with the tackles and the backers. And so I'm really hoping to clog up the inside in case he decides to go with it again, because he had such success in the first play. I make an adjustment as well with my DBs where I have each one of them playing inside routes. I make that little audible hot route adjustment. I don't mind putting him way out here because I do think he can make up ground at least enough to make that play. As far as with the tight end, unless the tight end comes all the way across, in which case I'm probably going to help out with the safety. So let's discuss his play real quick. It's pretty simple. He runs another simple play here of going 4 verts. So that's essentially what I'm looking at there. Now because it's 4 verts and I've got a man-to-man, it's about his guys getting open before my guys get to the quarterback. Now one thing he does do to help himself out, he keeps his back end to block. By doing so, now it is 6 on 6. So he has this guy here, these 2 guys here for these 2 guys right there. Really that there, and then him to pick up my backer. So he does have a guy for every one of my guys. So now the pressure is really on my DBs to make a play or to stay with their receivers. The biggest one I think would be this one here because he's running the post, so it's a breaking route and it's a crossing route. That'll give him more opportunity to, especially if I don't get any kind of pressure, to hit this guy coming across the field. That's the main reason, like I said, that I have my guys set to play the inside routes. Other thing with this here, normally I wouldn't worry about that too much, except that is Jimmy Graham, big, very, very good tight end. And I have Skandrick wide. Now, like I said, I feel comfortable with him being able to come in and make a play there. But there's always the opportunity here for the quarterback or for the player here to throw him open by leading him inside using precision passing to force the tight end to come inside and make a play. Now, if you guys remember with me, the way I play man-to-man coverage, anytime I'm in a zero coverage here, I usually do not worry about this guy so much. I look to help out the deep route. So if I do see that, I want to be there to help out with that instead, or to help out with the crossing routes, obviously, like I said, because that's what I always expect. Usually when you see this formation, you're seeing a lot of crossers, a lot of bootlegs or rollouts, just anything to get these guys, something to that effect essentially. You're usually seeing a lot of this stuff when you see this formation, especially with some teams like Seattle here or Carolina with the mobile quarterbacks, because then it gives them that ultra option of being able to hit any one of these guys while they're on the run, because these guys are great throwers on the run, plus taking off themselves if they want. But like I said, in this case it's 4 vert. They still do have this crossing route right here with the post route. So I'm going to have to, as playing the safety here, even though I'm supposed to be in man, once I see that he's definitely not coming out, it makes it easier. It makes the decision easier to help out. But a lot of times I just let him go as it is, and especially if he goes out on a route, I expect my guys to get there because it's 5 on 6. One of my guys should get in there and make a nice hit. And maybe I'll eyeball him a little bit, but honestly, not all that often. So yeah, I'll be helping out in here, looking for the crosser or looking for the go route. And so let's go ahead and run through this, and we'll see what happens. So as you see right off the bat, he's open right now. If I'm him, I might just throw this inside hard, lead him right in here, make the catch, get the first down. He's looking to get more though. As you see right here, he's already in throwing motion, which to me is not a good decision, being that I have my guy sitting here and him here, so he's bracketed. He's throwing to this tight end. Even if he's not and he was throwing to this guy here, obviously he's bracketed too between safety and tight end, so I'm in a good spot to make a play. And I throw myself on the ground, but I get the interception. So that was planned, guys. That was totally planned. I knew Skandrick was going to intercept the ball, so I wanted to throw myself on the ground to get out of his way so he could make that interception. Yeah, right. No, honestly, I either really screwed up, obviously, and hit the wrong button, or this may have been, I honestly can't quite remember if I was using my older stick. Well, actually, it's a new stick, to be honest with you, but for some reason it broke to where if I turn certain ways with the directional stick, it affects the hit stick and makes me basically fall on the ground like I'm using the hit stick. And so I've stopped using that now, but I don't remember if I recorded this while I was using that stick still or not. But either way, bonehead play on my part. But it all ends up well for me because I have Skandrick, who's my best defensive player, to be honest with you, and he's got some pretty good speed, so he's able to make up ground and make the play. And it was also a little bit of a bad throw. You see, he throws him, and he actually, the direction of the ball ends up on his outside shoulder, on Jimmy Graham's outside shoulder there, which is not good. Jimmy's turned inside, so there's no way he's going to make that catch anyways. So he's basically just throwing it right to my corner. The one thing he should have done maybe, or could have done to help himself out, throw it high to make sure it gets over my safety, and throw it to the inside, lead him to throw it away from my corner. That would have helped him out big time. Now that is a little bit harder to throw, so there's a possibility of the overthrow in that case. But I think that was his best bet. That, or holding the ball just an extra second. Well, if he had the time, it looked like the pocket was finally breaking down in there. But maybe if he holds it for another half second, one of these guys finally clears. Outside of that, though, I mean, that's not bad play. Obviously I get the bonehead play there, so we'll go ahead and go with the grade. Grade for the play, I get a 1 for play success. I get a 0 for handling my responsibility, because even though I was in a good position, obviously I did the bonehead thing one way or the other. It'll be less bonehead if it's my controller, at least, but since I don't know, I have to give myself a 0 for it. Now, obviously, I get a big play. I get the interception, so that's another point. So it's a 2-point play. It's a passing play grade for me. And we'll go ahead and talk about the series since it's only 2 plays. So in the first play of this series, I got a -1 because it was a big play. And then, of course, I didn't do anything well on that. I didn't do my job. Plus, I got the 0 for that, and then the 0 for success on myself. And then he got the big play, so it's a -1. And this is a 2, so 2 plus -1 is a 1, obviously. So 2 minus 1. And so 1 point out of 4 possible points is 25%, obviously, so a failing grade. Now, obviously, that's not indicative of my big play there for the interception, but really, I didn't play well in those 2 plays personally. In the last play, he had success in the play. This one, I get to play success because of the interception. So, really, it isn't indicative of the success of the series, but at the same time, it kind of is, because really, I didn't play these 2 very well. I just got lucky he made a bad throw, and my corner did a good job of being there at the right time. So on this series, or on the second series here on defense, I get 25%. That's a failing grade. That just ain't going to cut it. I need to get better on that. And guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys are learning from this. If you are, like and subscribe. If this is something that you guys think you might want to have, if you can record your own games and you'd like to have me break them down, let me know. I'll be happy to do it. It's kind of fun. I enjoy doing this. I'm kind of crazy that way. It's one of my favorite things to do as a coach. So, yeah, and I kind of still do it when I'm watching real games, actual NFL games or college games these days. So, yeah, I'm a little bit of a psycho about it, I guess. So if you guys want me to break down one of your games, just let me know. I'll be happy to do it. And so anyways, guys, y'all take care. God bless. Have a great night and great day. Take care.